Is it more than just the winter blues for you? That creeping exhaustion, the intense cravings for carbs, that feeling like your mood is just as gray and heavy as the winter sky? You're definitely not imagining it. But what if the usual suspect less sunlight is only one piece of a much bigger, more complex puzzle? What if the real triggers for your seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, are actually woven into your everyday life and surroundings in ways you haven't even thought about? Let's look beyond the obvious. Section 1. The problem and what we usually hear. Seasonal affective disorder, often called SAD, is a known type of depression that ebbs and flows with the seasons. For most people, it kicks in during the fall and winter and then eases off in spring and summer. The telltale signs? Things like a persistent low mood, losing interest in stuff you usually love, feeling incredibly tired, changes in your sleep patterns and appetite, especially craving those carbohydrates, and sometimes even feelings of worthlessness. For years, the main explanation has revolved around getting less natural sunlight. The idea is that this drop in light messes with our internal biological clock, also called the circadian rhythm. This, in turn, is thought to throw off the balance of important brain chemicals like serotonin, which helps manage mood, and melatonin, which affects our sleep. This makes a lot of sense, and for many folks, it's a big part of their sad story. We also know that living farther from the equator, where winter daylight hours are significantly shorter, is a known risk factor. But that's often where the common understanding hits a wall. And if you've tried all the usual advice about getting more light and you're still struggling, it might be because there are deeper, more subtle things going on. The truth is, SAD is complicated, and its roots can go much deeper than just how many hours of daylight we get. We're going to explore some of the surprising lifestyle and environmental factors that could actually be the main drivers behind your seasonal mood shifts. Factors that are often hiding in plain sight. Section 2, digging deeper, the surprising factors. So, what are these less discussed yet potentially powerful contributors to SAD? Let's get into it. Factor 1. It's not just latitude. Think about your specific environment. We know that living far north or south of the equator ups your SAD risk because you get a lot less sunlight in the winter. But geographic location is more detailed than just a line on a map. Think about your immediate surroundings. Do you live in a city surrounded by tall buildings that block even more of the natural light, even on a brighter day? Or maybe you're in an area where it's constantly overcast, and even the daylight you do get is weak and diffused. Some research even hints that environmental pollutants, which can be higher in certain places, might affect mental health, possibly adding another layer to the SAD issue for some people. It's not just if the sun is out, but how much of its goodness actually reaches you in your daily life. The length of the day, or photoperiod, is a major player, but the quality and how easily you can access that light in your personal space truly matter. Factor 2. Your daily light diet. What kind, when, and how strong? It's not just about how much daylight you get, but also the kind of light you're exposed to and when you get it. Our bodies are really sensitive to the natural cycles of light. Morning light, for instance, is super important for setting our circadian rhythm and telling our brain it's time to be alert and active. If your lifestyle means you miss out on this crucial morning exposure, maybe you work night shifts, or your home office is pretty dim, it can seriously disrupt this natural clock. This can contribute to those feelings of tiredness and low mood. Also, the type of artificial light we mostly use indoors can be a factor. While bright light therapy is a known treatment that tries to mimic natural sunlight, spending all day under harsh, unchanging artificial lights that don't have the full spectrum of natural light might not be doing your mood any favors. Recent studies are even looking into how different wavelengths of light, like combinations of blue and orange similar to a sunrise, might be better at shifting our body clocks than just blue light alone. It really shows how complex light's influence is. Think about your daily light diet. Are you getting a good dose of natural light, especially in the morning? Or are you spending most of your time under the same artificial lights that could be subtly messing with your internal rhythms? Factor 3. The sneaky sabotage of staying indoors and inactive. All winter, when the days get shorter and colder, that urge to just hibernate is strong, right? For many of us, our physical activity levels take a nosedive in the winter. This isn't just about missing out on the mood boost you get from exercise. A really sedentary lifestyle can be a big independent risk factor for developing SAD or making its symptoms worse. Generally, being inactive is linked to more severe depressive symptoms. Exercise is a powerful mood regulator. It releases endorphins, can help you sleep better, and gives you a sense of accomplishment. When we stop moving, we lose these benefits right when we probably need them the most. This inactivity can create a nasty cycle. Low energy from SAD means you move less, and moving less makes your energy even lower and your mood more depressed. And think about it. Less outdoor activity usually means less social time and even less sunlight, making everything worse. That winter couch trap is more than just a cozy spot. It can become an environment that actually fuels your SAD symptoms. Factor 4. Hidden inflammation and nutritional gaps in your winter eating habits. Vitamin D deficiency gets a lot of attention with SAD, and for good reason. Sunlight is key for our bodies to make it, and low levels are linked to depression. But what you eat in the winter might play a bigger role than just vitamin D. The dark, cold months often lead to a change in eating habits. That craving for carbs and sugary comfort foods is a common SAD symptom. While these might give you a temporary mood lift, a diet that's consistently high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, and low in essential nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids can contribute to inflammation throughout your body. Some new research suggests that this inflammation might be involved in the fatigue and brain fog that can come with SAD. Think about your typical winter meals. Are they packed with whole foods, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats that support your brain and fight inflammation? Or do you find yourself reaching for convenient processed stuff that could be quietly making your SAD symptoms worse? Making sure your diet is nutrient-dense and full of mood-supporting elements, beyond just vitamin D, can be a really important but often overlooked part of managing SAD. Factor 5. The amplifying effect of social isolation and shaken-up routines. Winter often brings a natural urge to pull back and be alone more. There are fewer outdoor events. Bad weather can make travel a pain, and the general low energy that comes with SAD can lead to serious social isolation. This isn't a small thing. Social connection is a basic human need, and not having it can deeply affect your mood. Loneliness itself is a strong predictor of depressive symptoms. The structure of your days might change too. Maybe your work hours shift, or the recreational activities you enjoy are only available in other seasons. These disruptions to your routine, along with extra stress that can pop up around the holidays or financial pressures during winter, can be major triggers or make SAD symptoms worse. It creates a situation where you have fewer positive social interactions, less engagement in things you enjoy, and more unstructured time, which can sometimes get filled with negative thoughts. While it's not totally clear if these thoughts are a cause or an effect of SAD, they definitely play a part. This drop in social life and routine can create a feedback loop, making SAD symptoms feel even more stuck. Factor 6. The influence of negative thinking and existing vulnerabilities. While what's going on around us and our lifestyle choices play a huge role, what's happening inside our heads matters too. Negative thoughts and feelings specifically about winter, like dreading the cold, feeling trapped indoors, or focusing on the limitations the season brings, can become a powerful force. Researchers are still figuring out if these negative ways of thinking are a direct cause of SAD or a symptom that makes it worse, but they undeniably contribute to the overall experience and can make coping much tougher. Plus, some people might already have things that make them more vulnerable. A family history of depression or other mood disorders can increase the risk for SAD. Similarly, those who already deal with conditions like major depression or bipolar disorder might find their symptoms get worse seasonally. Even having other psychological conditions such as anxiety or ADHD can make SAD symptoms feel more intense. These personal risk factors don't exist in a bubble. They interact with all the lifestyle and environmental factors we've talked about, creating a unique and complex situation for each person. Recognizing these underlying predispositions can be really helpful in understanding the full picture of what's contributing to your seasonal struggles. Section 3. Taking back control and what you can do. So as we've seen, seasonal affective disorder isn't just about the sun dimming in winter. It's woven into the details of your specific environment. The quality and timing of the light you get, how active you are, what you're eating, how strong your social connections are, and even your thought patterns and personal history. Understanding these often overlooked factors isn't about piling on more worries. It's about empowering you. When you start to see this bigger web of influences, you get new perspectives on why you might be feeling the way you do. This knowledge can shift you from feeling like a passive victim of the season to an active observer of your own life and well-being. It opens up new avenues to consider, new adjustments you could try, and a more complete way of thinking about your mood and energy. Now, this isn't a guide to diagnose yourself or replace professional medical advice, not at all. But being more aware of these surprising contributors can help you spot patterns and make small, informed changes. Maybe you'll be more conscious about getting that morning light, even if it's cloudy, or intentionally schedule social time, or pay closer attention to how your winter diet is affecting your energy. Share your experience. What about you? Have you noticed any of these less obvious factors influencing your mood during certain seasons? Or perhaps there's something else entirely you've found plays a role in your experience with seasonal changes. Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Your story could really connect with and help someone else. Subscribe for more. If you found this exploration helpful and want to learn more about the interesting connections between your lifestyle, environment, and well-being, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Consult professionals. And importantly, if you are struggling with symptoms of SAD or any persistent changes in your mood, please see this information as a starting point for a conversation with a healthcare professional. They can help you understand your specific situation and guide you towards the best support and treatment options for you. Seasonal affective disorder is more than just a simple reaction to less light. It's a complex mix of biological, environmental, and lifestyle factors. By uncovering these deeper, sometimes surprising causes, we can approach the changing seasons not with dread, but with greater understanding and a renewed sense of control over our own well-being. Thanks for watching.